My dear friends, you are new, and your name? Shivana. Giovanna. That's good. In this session, we practice meditation, but every week I take up the subject of meditation with reference to the issues. So maybe through the email, or you can directly put the question to me related to your issues, and I help you understand the tradition of this meditation based on our great philosophy. Thinking. You are listening to me and still you might be thinking. Let us take this topic of thinking. That's very important to you also. So are you listening to me and still you are thinking? Yeah?
Yes.
Some thinking is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah? So if thinking is going on, there has to be some thinker. Yeah? Yeah? Thinker. Do you know who is that thinker? The mind divides itself into three: the thinker, thought, and thinking. Thinker, thought, and thinking. Who is the thinker? Can you locate the thinker in you? Your Honor, can you locate the thinker in you? Let me ask you from the other point of view. Yeah?
Can you see the thinker?
But I can become aware of the thinker because I'm thinking there has to be some thinker. Let me go back and ask you, can you tell me your one thought that belongs to you only, that is yours? When you say, oh, I have a lot of thoughts and my mind is crazy and my mind wanders and I have good ideas, I have good thought about this business or this profession, we always try to claim that these thought belongs to me or you. Can you tell me a single thought which exclusively belongs to you, that is only yours? I'm approaching this thinking problem from the other point of view. Can you tell me any thought which only belongs to you? It is your creation. Quick.
Open up.
I think you are giving me the right answer. When I was born, no thought. All the thought came from outside. Do you agree with me? All the thought. All thought. Not a single thought belongs to me. Say, I was born and my parents leave me in a forest. And then I'm growing up with those wild animals. So my brain responds to those sounds and it learns those languages. I'm concluding that all thoughts comes from outside. Do you agree with me? Come on, you have to be open and frank. All thoughts comes from outside.
Yes.
I'm not talking of psychology. Then that becomes the different topic. Comparison. That becomes an academic. All thoughts comes from outside. When all thoughts comes from outside, I can stop the moment the thought starts entering into my brain or mind.
You said you can stop it?
Should, yes.
If you can.
And if I stop these thoughts before it enters into my mind would be empty. Because the thought does not comes from inside. All thoughts comes from outside.
I don't understand how you stop thought.
That becomes the process of meditation. That becomes the process of meditation. That's what we are going to do it today. So, but one thing, the moment the thought starts entering into my mind, if I stop it, the mind becomes empty, and that state of the emptiness becomes the state of the meditation. Sri Aurobindo, you can Google it out, Sri Aurobindo, Sriaurobindo, one of the great masters of yoga we have in the late 19th century. He lived under 1950. His master, he went to a master and asked him that he want to learn the meditation. Keep smiling. We're talking of meditation. Meditation takes you to the joy of conscious living. Don't take your mind back. It's very important. You have to be here. So the master told the Sri Aurobindo, close your eyes. He gave only 3 instructions for meditation. So I'm just narrating those instructions. And would like you to contemplate when you return home then how easy the meditation is. We have to prepare ourselves. We have to make a transition from being a human being to a meditation practitioner. You need a lot of preparation. As you take admission in any school, you know, you have a transcript, you have to take your transcript, you have to take your previous qualification, your experience, exactly the same way. At the inner level, you have to prepare yourself, making a transition from a normal human being to a meditation practitioner. Coming back, first instruction the master gave to Sri Aurobindo, close your eyes, sit still. Second instruction, become aware that all these thoughts are coming from outside. Just become aware. The third instruction, before these thoughts enter into your mind, throw them out. These were the only 3 instructions given by the master or the mentor of Sri Aurobindo. So mentor might have thought that, this guy is a young guy, so he'll become crazy after some time. He said, no, I cannot do meditation, so better to leave. So when you have the enlightened masters in India, you encounter with them, initially they will show you total disinterest in you. But internally they want to test you, they want to examine you, whether you fulfill that criteria of entering into the meditation. So that's why that mentor gave only 3 instructions. So Aurobindo was sitting with eyes closed, and 15 minutes passed, 1 hour passed, 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours. And the mentor touched the feet of this young guy, who is known as the Sri Aurobindo. He said, if you can do 24 hours of meditation following the 3 instructions, you have already reached to the highest state of the consciousness. And after 24 hours, when he opened his eyes, he says that now I could definitely see that there is a higher state of the consciousness than the consciousness or than the mental consciousness which thinks, who is a thinker. It is totally different. It is higher. I have not to produce, I have not to create. It always lies potentially within me. When you become aware of that, or you reach to that higher state of the consciousness, you are already into the meditation. But what actually happens, we always take care of the thought. And still we claim, no, I don't want any kind of thought. And still, if some thought comes in my mind, shocks.
Okay, can I ask you something?
Yes.
I have to buy lemons. I have to go to the supermarket.
Yeah.
And it bugs me. It's a thought that comes to my mind
Right.
now.
Yeah.
But it's important because I need the lemons. So how do I treat this thought? I just Let it.
I think it's a good example, and then we will switch on to the meditation. You have a thought of buying lemon.
I mean, it's silly, but it's life. We do
No,
everything
I think
we have to do.
you are very open, and I appreciate that. Ask yourself, where are you sitting? What are you doing? Can't you buy a lemon after the session? Can't you buy a lemon? Is it essential to buy the lemon at a particular time? That is one way of understanding. Start rationalizing it. Instead of getting emotional and being carried away by the thought, start rationalizing.
But I still think when I rationalize.
When you rationalize?
Yes, I still think. I think.
Yes. There is a one way of to get away with the thinking is to rationalize and conclude and throw that thought. Now I have concluded that lemon can be bought anytime after the meditation, or maybe little later, maybe in the evening, and there is no issue with it. So let my mind cool down and then stop.
So you basically...
That is only one approach.
I understand, but you aim to certain time to empty your mind, and then you go back to your real life and things you do after meditation.
I think we are entering into the path of the unknown through the meditation. First enter into that, experience that state, and let that state of the consciousness take care of all your material life. It becomes totally a new state of the consciousness, because now your mind is ready to rationalize that aspect also, which the mind has yet to know, yet to experience. Don't worry and never get scared if you feel that the meditation is just emptying the mind. Let the mind be totally empty. First experience that state. Enter into that state. And once you enter into that state of the peace, you know what is the best thing to be done. There may be 5 or 6 different ways of doing it, but I don't want to start explaining you, because again that will come into the field of into the field of thinking. So let us start with that meditation process and the practice again. We start with a breathing practice to help our brain. Don't worry about if you feel little dizzy in the head. So need not to worry about it. Okay, Karen? So just close your left nostril with the middle 2 fingers and start breathing long and fast through the right nostril. Long and fast. Long and fast breath, please. We use the different approaches to the meditation, but we confine ourselves to the passive meditation which I teach here. And now close the right nostril and start with the left nostril, long and fast breath. We're helping. And then we will lie down, please. We will lie down. Please continue. Long and fast breath. Long and fast breath. Continue, please continue. Continue. Long and fast breath. Long and fast breath. Long and fast breath. You may feel, but I also want to clear your nasal passages. And now bring your hand down with both the nostrils. Deep and long breath through both the nostrils, please. We are preparing ourselves for Shanti meditation. The Shanti means peace. Continue, long and fast breath. You may experience little dizziness in the head. It is okay. It is because of the increased oxygen concentration in the brain. The brain suddenly responds to it in the form of a dizziness. It's not hyperventilation. Leave this. Lie down on your back. We'll be doing the meditation session while lying down. Lie down on the back and close your eyes. Close your eyes. The Shanti meditation is a passive meditation. Your hands are facing the ceiling near the thighs. The hands are near the thighs on the floor facing up. And eyes are closed gently. Be comfortable, carefree, and casual. What it means by being comfortable, take your awareness at the neck joint in your chest. Adjust your shoulder blades. Adjust and align if there is any stretching over there. Adjust your elbows, the wrist joint, adjust your hip joints, your knees, ankles, and the toes. Toes are hanging on the sides. Toes are hanging on the sides. Now, become aware of the whole body from the top of the head to the toes. And be carefree. That is the second preparation. What it means by being carefree. The simplest one is to listen to my instructions, then listening to your mind during the practice of meditation. Anytime you are carried away by any thought, and when you listen to my instructions, my voice, become aware of what I am addressing to you. And the third aspect of the preparation is being casual. Just be casual. Now, the passive meditation begins with enhancing the level of the awareness of the body so we can take our mind from outside to inside. The journey from outside to inside brings you to the state of the meditation. It's already there, deeper within. So the first step is the surrounding awareness. Become aware of the space all around your body. You're not thinking, it is your awareness and attention who is doing the practice, not the thinking mind. So your eyes are closed, you become aware of this space in the front of the body, or you say you feel the front of the body and you look into the space in the front. You need not to think, just look into the space on the right side of the body. You are simply looking, becoming aware, feeling. There are many terms that are used. The space on the left side of the body, the space over your head, the space under the feet, awareness. Awareness of all the meeting points between the back of the body and the floor is also the space between them. Those meeting points, you feel the meeting points because of this space. Become aware of this space all around the body. Become aware of this space all around the body. I can extend even the single first step that we have done just now in different ways, and you can enter into a deeper meditation. But because mind is constantly changing, it's a habit of changes there. So therefore, I call it a 5-step. So maintain the awareness of the body from the top of the head to the toes. Awareness of the space all around. Awareness of the space all around the body. Feel the shape of the head and the neck. You see that when I use the term, feel the shape of the head and the neck. You move your awareness all around your head and the neck, and the moment you move it, you experience some sensation, maybe a tingling sensation all around your head and the neck. Experience that and experience the stillness. And also become aware of the space inside your head and the neck. One way of doing the practice is to start thinking how to become aware of this space. I do not see anything. The other is simply an awareness, a presence, a feeling inside your head is enough. Awareness of the shape of the right arm, from the shoulder to the fingertips, and that means your awareness moves all around the right arm. The more it moves all around the right arm, you experience the tingling sensation. These are the experiences you get in this meditation practice. From one experience to the other, we move deeper within. You are in safe hands. We are moving into the process of Shanti meditation consciously. We both are equal participants into this practice of meditation, please. So experience the stillness in the entire right arm. The stillness is the attribute of the consciousness. It has less to do with the body. The body cannot be made still as long as it is alive. It is constantly, the cell performs over 1 million of functions almost every couple of minutes. And look inside your right arm, become aware. The more you become aware of the right arm inside, that brings the experience of quietness. You need not to worry even if the thoughts are coming. Again, take your awareness on the left arm. Become aware of the shape of the left arm. That means you move your awareness all around your left arm, from the fingers to the shoulder, and experience the stillness there, and become aware of inside the left arm, just an awareness of the space inside the left arm, and experience the quietness. We are doing passive meditation. We allow the body, mind, emotions, intellect, and ego to reach to the highest state of passivity. Like we allow the dust in a glass of water to settle down, the mind becomes the mirror in which we reflect the higher consciousness, and that it may become an experience of meditation. Become aware of the shape of the chest and the breast and the shoulder blades, the entire region of the rib cage. You feel some sensation all around, and that is a good beginning. It means the mind is not paying more attention to the thinking. It is becoming aware of these sensations and experience the stillness there. Become aware of the chest inside, looking into the space inside, and quietness there. Become aware of the shape of the entire stomach and the lower spine, as if your awareness moves in a circle all around the stomach and the lower spine. and you start getting some sensation. Be with it. Experience the stillness. Now look inside your stomach. Become aware of the space inside and experience quietness there. Awareness of the shape of the right leg. From the toes to the right side of the waist. Now so you are simply feeling. You're not thinking. Remember, you're just feeling or becoming aware of the right leg, the shape of the right leg from the toes to the right side of the waist, and awareness of the entire right leg. You feel some sensation there, experience the stillness, and aware of the shape, space inside the right leg. What happens that you bring, say for example, you bring your awareness on the right knee, you feel the sensation outside and you start looking inside the knee. That is one way of becoming aware of the space inside the right leg. And instantly, the moment you start looking inside the right knee, you enter into the space, and the entire space is one. Experience the quietness. Feel the shape of the left leg from the toes to the left side of the waist, and experience the stillness there. Become aware of the space inside the left leg and quietness there. The entire body. Look at your body as if you're looking at it from outside. That is one way of saying become aware of the body and become aware of the shape of the body. You experience the stillness all around the body, and now move your awareness deep inside the body from the top of the head to the toes. You may experience as if there is some sensation which moves from the top of the head inside and reaches to the toes. And experience the quietness there. And now we have been experiencing awareness, stillness, and quietness. We continue to be in these three experiences and take care. Now, the next step is the nyas. I name the part of the body. You just bring your mind to that part of the body, and the moment you feel that part of the body, just experience the space there inside and outside. Why? I inspire you to become aware of the space inside and outside because the peace, consciousness is experienced and also understood in yoga philosophy is of the nature of the infinite space. Doing the nyas on the right side of the body, the right big toe. Your mind goes there, you feel it, and the space, the second toe, third, fourth, fifth. Right heel, ankle, right calf, right knee, right thigh, right side of the waist, right half of the belly. The mind goes there, you feel it, and mentally become aware of the space. The right side of the chest and the breast. Check, are you thinking or are you doing the practice with your awareness and attention? The right shoulder, from the shoulder to the elbow, from elbow to the wrist. The right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth. Now move your awareness on the entire right side of the body, from the toes to the fingertips, and experience awareness, stillness, quietness, and also the calmness. The calmness is deeper. Calmness of the mind simply means the mind doesn't want to disturb the body. It simply leaves the body. And you feel numbness. You may experience the lightness. You may experience a variety of experiences. Be with it. You need not to get scared. You are in safe hands. Move. Doing the nyas on the left side of the body, the left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth, left heel, left ankle, left calf, knee, thigh, left side of the waist, left half of the belly, left side of the chest and the breast, left shoulder. Your awareness goes there, you feel and become aware of the space inside and outside that part of the body. From the shoulder to the elbow, from elbow to the wrist, the left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth. Move your awareness on the entire left side of the body, from the toes to the fingertips, and experience awareness, quietness, and calmness. So we have induced the state with an experience of awareness, stillness, quietness, and calmness. Continuing with these states, even if the mind is still thinking, let us bring your awareness at the tip of the nose and feel the breath that goes in and comes out. The breath, the air flows in, you feel the sensation at the tip of the nose, and just after the sensation there is a space. Just become aware. You need not to create the space by changing the rate and the rhythm of the breath. Allow the breath to flow naturally. You need not to think anything, because you are simply watching the breath that is going in and coming out. So when the breath comes out, you feel the sensation, and there is outer space. The breath goes in, the sensation in the inner space. The breath, if it goes in and comes out, obviously it moves into the space. We are not creating the space. The mind is not making any effort at all. It is just an awareness of the breath that is going in and coming out. When the breath goes in, you feel the sensation and the inner space. Count in 1. When the breath comes out, the sensation and you feel the outer space. Count out 1. As if you are dropping in 2, out 2. In 3, out 3. Yes, please continue counting the breath at this moment. Yes, the thought may come. They take your mind away. But now you're listening to my instructions and my voice. Bring your awareness back to the breath and continue counting the breath, please. In the state of awareness, quietness, and calmness. Stop the counting of the breath. Still the thoughts are storming into the mind. Start counting the reverse from 25 to 1. The breath goes in, the sensation in the inner space in 25. Then the breath comes out in the outer space, the out 25, in 24. Out 24. Go on counting the breath, please. An awareness of the breath. And stop the counting of the breath again. Just doing nothing. Become aware of the space within there is a space, then there is an interval, then the thought sometime comes, it takes your mind away. Again you become aware. So thought again comes and there is an interval. There is a space. The thought, if there is there, thought is there, and it goes away. There is a brief interval before any thought comes. Need not to worry about any thought that comes to your mind now. When the thought comes, become aware. And when there is no thought, there is an interval. Just mentally say peace, then become aware of the space within. The thought comes, just become aware. Do not think with the thought. No fighting, no rejection, no pushing. Just doing nothing with these thoughts. It comes and goes. It is something like a guard who watches the vehicles in a parking lot coming and going, just as steady. Similarly, let the thought be there. You are not pushing the thought away. You are not getting into anxiety. You are not worried. But you are waiting for an interval, a space. The moment the space comes, say mentally peace and become aware of the space inside. Thought, peace, means awareness of the space. Again the thought, peace, thought, peace. No fighting with any thought, no rejection, no acceptance. Now superimposing the peace on all the thoughts that comes to your mind. One aspect, if you ask me what's my name and I say peace, what my father's name, peace, what I do, peace. Every question you ask me and I have one answer is the peace. What happens to your mind? Your mind has to stop. You say, no, I'm not going to talk to you. So there is a sense of withdrawal of the mind. It is natural. The same thing you have to do now. The moment any thought comes, superimpose peace. Any thought comes, and peace. And instantly become aware of the space. If there is no thought, still the peace. If there is a thought, you superimpose peace. If there is no thought, there is a peace and awareness of the space. You simply superimpose, you do not fight, you do not reject or accept. And doing nothing, remain as you are, in awareness, stillness, quietness, and calmness. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gather your experiences of your awareness, peace, or relaxation or calmness. Maintain that awareness. Bring your awareness on the right hand. And instantly you become aware of the sensation, and that's how we move into this meditation consciously. Become aware of the left hand. Bring your both the hands on your eyes. Put both your hands on your eyes. Both your palms on your eyes, and open the eyes inside. Gather your experiences. Ask yourself, how do you feel? What do you feel? Just maintain the state. You may bring your hands down slowly and take your own time to sit up. So, we'll share the experiences just to help you out that what we have to do next in order to continuously progressing into meditation. So how about you, Karen?
It was good. I had some
Wisdom.
periods of deep relaxation. However, initially I have a lot of low back tension.
Right.
It's very hard for me to lie flat.
Right.
Because I feel it there. And so my mind...
Because constantly going
of
there.
the body tension, and then my thoughts of, oh no, it's going to be so hard to get up later. And, trying to just constantly stay back and bring myself present. And so I got finally, at one point, settled down.
Settle down. That's good, Karen. Meditation changes this nature of the mind. Think of one thing, that mind always moves in negative direction. When I say you that you become carefree, it simply means that we are given the animal mind in the human frame. That is the problem of the mind. That is why we say that I am stressed, I have thoughts, I have anxiety, I have duality, I have conflicts. When we talk of the human mind, it is evolved mind. It is always aware. That's how the yoga explains. So when it is always aware, in the field of the awareness it becomes difficult to keep this mind engaged on anxiety, on stress, on duality, on conflict. Because it lives in present. How about you? How do you feel? How was your experience? Good, bad? Calm?
Calm.
That's good. That's good. Calmness has to be an experience of meditation.
My mind's still wandering a little bit.
Yes.
Thoughts were coming in a lot.
Yeah. That's again almost I was explaining before. So our mind tends to move into what is the problem, what is the issue. It doesn't move and stay into that state of the peace and the calmness. As Karen was saying, she started thinking of the future, what's going to happen after the meditation. So, as we evolve into the meditation, we instantly become aware. And we drop those issues. It has just been 3 years for me in the United States. I have more problems than you. I should be more depressed than you people. But you accept those problems as an opportunity. You take it consciously. So even if the thought comes, let me become aware. It's coming. It has come only, it has to go. It has come to go. If you have that awareness, no thought is going to disturb you anytime. How about you, Carmen?
A lot of thoughts.
Lot of thoughts?
Yeah, I couldn't concentrate.
You need not to concentrate.
Well, I kept coming away from you, and then I remembered I would come back.
Yes. You rightly said, the mind moves into the past. Think of meditation. Meditation simply means I have to evolve from today. And how the mind functions? I have to create something based on my past. That is one state of the mind. You understand what I'm saying? I have to create something for tomorrow based on my past. It will never happen. But I have to evolve from today for tomorrow. So when I evolve from today for tomorrow, I need not to worry what comes to my mind. But then I'm getting concerned. I have a lot of thoughts based on my past, my experiences. That creates problem. How about you?
I was very cold, unfortunately, and now I see those blankets I should have taken.
Yes,
So
it
they're
is.
disturbing me, but basically I'm calmer.
Calm.
Calmer.
We have to continue. You have to sit. You have to just do meditation beside me every time. And that will, I know that what needs to be done. How about you, Kamakshi?
Okay, when I focused on my breath,
Yeah.
I did have thoughts before, but
Right.
it was not serious. It was just coming and going.
Right.
And then when I started focusing on my breath and counted backwards, and
Yeah.
it really stopped. And
Good.
then I achieved the peace. And then you said, let the thoughts come. It was okay. That time I didn't feel any thoughts. I felt calmness. But it was contradicting when you were instructing. So I felt, no, we are at peace. We don't need thoughts.
Yes. I think I have to contradict again and again. That is the way of meditation. Because I want you all to enter into the state of meditation and experience the state of the consciousness, which is meditation, which is beyond thought, which is not opposite thought. This meditation or this studio is not opposing the entire space of the yoga preserves. It is a part of it. But the people are coming and going, they are not disturbing us. Exactly the same way, meditation should be a state of the consciousness. And, if the thoughts are there, it's okay. Let it come and go. Don't try to empty. I have not seen anywhere in any text we say that you eliminate all the thought. But what happens when you have that attitude and that awareness, you transcend all the thought. So you simply know, you become aware, the thoughts are passing by, like the traffic on the Route 9. You stand across the Route 9 and you simply watch the vehicles. They are not disturbing you. When they disturb you? When they disturb you? When you see, the Mercedes has passed, I must possess Mercedes. So, mental space, you have the vehicles are passing, the thought, you say, this thought has come, I should do this and I shouldn't. Then the problem comes. Otherwise, they remain vehicles. They're passing on the mental road. I need not to do anything. But I enter into it. No, let me do. See what happens if you enter on a busy road just in the middle of Route 9. What's going to happen? You know? What will happen? That's what you're doing. I'm asking you not to do it.
Right.
So, how about you?
I started lucid dreaming, which I do often. Recently. It's a phenomenon. But your voice was strong enough, so I stopped.
Your stuff, yes.
But it was also pleasant, though, so I was curious about it.
Meditation transcends the dream state also. We'll talk about that. How about you? How about you, Jnana?
I felt almost a bit sleepy, but my thoughts were almost sleepy at the same time. They were quieter, so they would come in at random whatever.
Right.
And I never tried to stop the thought. I always did there's a thought, oh, there it goes. Here's a thought, oh, there it goes. But I did try no, go away. And that quieted them.
Wonderful.
So that was good. And then at the end, when you chanted that, then I elevated. I felt.
Elevated. That's very good. That's what I want. I always.
And then it was over.
I always want you to experience consciously the chanting. Chanting is done in order to simply lift your consciousness into a much higher plane. That's why. I'll explain to you. Generally, I do it in a teacher's training. But I'll explain you that what it means by the sound resonance that you should do a couple of times. That's really good experience. And how about you?
No, I felt the same. That I like when you do that chanting. That definitely.
Wonderful.
To a different level.
It's uplifting. Yeah, that's good. Can you both take me to your home? So I continue to chant. How about you?
Today was a little difficult for me. I seem to fall in and out of a very light sleep state.
Okay.
So I don't know why, but that's what I was experiencing today for some reason.
So sleep state, but it was relaxing.
Light sleep state.
Light sleep.
In and out.
Yeah, in and out.
To your voice and then
Yeah. It's okay. We must have all the different experiences, though you are doing the same meditation, but because of your mental level, your level of your mental consciousness, the memory that is deposited, that is stored in the mind, everyone should have different experiences, variety of experiences. And that's what makes the meditation practice unique in yoga tradition. And that's why it becomes very difficult to assess and objectively understand the meditation with reference to the consciousness. We can only understand scientifically this meditation process. What are the physiological changes? What are the neurophysiological changes? What are the biochemical changes? Your heart rate goes down, your GSR goes up, and your RR goes down. You have the alpha waves that starts emanating into the brain, but still meditation goes beyond all this. It is basically a state of the consciousness. There is no equipment available in the modern science which can understand the higher states of the consciousness. They all come into the category of altered states of the consciousness, Carol. We simply put them into altered states. So in the altered states of the consciousness, what comes? Hallucination also is an altered state of the consciousness. You drug yourself, you have the altered state. And also, according to the modern science, which is still progressive, which has not been able to understand the fourth state of the consciousness which yoga talks about, so they put them into that state of the consciousness. So that's a good sharing. Thank you very much for sharing, and thank you very much for tolerating me. That's all for today. Thank you. Namaste. We'll meet within 5 minutes again into the next session, the yoga session.